Hi everyone. So today we're going to just be looking at solving equations that have those fractions in them. Now we've talked about this in class, but I do want to kind of go over it. All right, so we're going to start at the top of your worksheet. 1/2 x equals 5. Now you did do these last year. When the variable is isolated and it has a fraction in front of it, you can actually, yes, you could divide by 1/2 on both sides, but dividing by 1/2 on both sides is the same thing as multiplying both sides by the reciprocal of 2. Then the 1/2 will cancel. It will isolate the variable so it's alone, and you'll get 5 times 2, which is 10. Now you felt very comfortable with that. Let's look at a more difficult one, only because the fraction doesn't have a 1 in it. Again, if the variable is isolated with a fraction in front of it, instead of dividing both sides by the fraction, you can just think of it as multiplying both sides by the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 2/3 is 3/2. I'm going to do that to both sides. It will cancel it on this side, and you're left with your variable. Now remember, we simplify and multiply. So 2 goes into 6 3 times, and 3 times 3 gives me 9. Okay. Well, then I talked to you guys about a different way to solve when there's fractions, okay? All right, well, first of all, this is a very basic fractional equation. Remember, we follow backwards PEMDAS to solve. So first we have to isolate the variable by subtracting, do the opposite operation, that's 7 to the other side. So now we get 1/2 x equals -2, because 5 minus 7 is -2. And now we multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2. Cancels here, and we get x equals -4. Now you all felt very comfortable with that. You learned some great things in algebra or pre-algebra last year. But I gave you an option with this. Okay? I said, remember that a lot of you wanted to distribute the 1/2, but I said, what did you do if it was 1/2 x equals 5? You multiplied by the reciprocal because this was a product. Well, this x plus 7, this whole quantity, is being multiplied to the 1/2. So you can use the exact same concept here. It actually makes the problem simpler, which is always our goal. All right, so we're going to multiply both sides by the reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2. Now, once you cancel it, we don't distribute over multiplication, so we're done with that 2 and that 1/2. So we're left with x plus 7 equals 10. Much easier problem now, because now we just subtract 7. So x equals 3. All right, looking at 4x equals -13. Very easy, basic problem. You all have been very comfortable telling me that you can divide both sides by 4. All right, 4's cancel. You're left with x equals -13 over 4. Yes, that's an answer. All right, but the same thing we just did with multiplying by the reciprocal can work with division as well. -4 times 19x plus 31 equals -16. When we first started these problems, a lot of you wanted to go ahead and distribute, and you still can. But when numbers start to get bigger and funkier, distributing can actually take a lot of effort. So I looked at this, and again I saw it was a product of a -4 times a quantity. So I decided it would be smarter if I divided both sides by -4. All right? When I do that, the -4's cancel, and I'm left with 19x plus 31 equals 4. -16 divided by -4. So much simpler. If I had multiplied this by -4, I'd have 19 times 4, which is, 76? Or something like that. So now I'm going to just subtract 31 on both sides. I get 19x equals, what is that, 27? 27, -27. Oops, that doesn't really look like a negative, does it? -27, and then I divide both sides by 19. So x equals -27 over 19. Okay, now this can be something that you use. Should you choose to continue to distribute, that's fine. I'm just trying to give you guys options of where you can make problems a little bit simpler to work with, okay? All right, I hope you have a great night. Remember, I asked you to watch this video, and maybe just after you've taken your notes, watch it again, okay? Have a great night. Bye-bye.